There are many fake pirates in the seas, fat ones. Where are your legs? Stupid head. Are you even a pirate? But there is only one that is the king, and he is a bit of a schizo. Let's restore his mind and become the true king of the pirates. We start in the vampire coast with some vampire on vampire violence. The good thing about the vampires is nearly everything has guns on it. They don't do a lot of damage, but there is a lot of them in the unit. That means even if they are undead and barely can hold a gun, some shots will still hit. Also you have these fat bloated guys, that are not the cool fat ones, but they do this. We won't have much territory this run. Why should we? The vampire coast don't really have an economy. The only building I really care about is this. It is needed to restore Luthor's mind, and some other bony, but it's a long way till we get there. We get a lord that definitely won't betray us, and make our move to the Bretonians next door, because we are poor and we need more money, Arthur. Why is it always the poor Bretonians? This skeleton seems trustworthy. The vampires can recruit instantly anywhere. The bigger the pile of dead, the better the units we get. For now we only have trash, but it's more than enough for Skaven. Don't worry, like in every video we fight Skaven at least once. They will get their turn. Trademark soon. Our freshly raised settlement got occupied by our lizard neighbors, which is good because we can make the pile of bodies even bigger for better troops. Man, you were supposed to destroy this cave, not join them. Anyway, when you have some money lying around, which in the early game as vampires you don't have, always take care of your ship. Luthor acts like a horde faction and has buildings that he can build to have access to troops on the fly or other bony. Problem is they're expensive, and you have to wait for growth to build them. We keep bullying the lizards for money, which is pretty easy when you have guns and a good map. Luthor's other personalities take over sometimes, giving him access to spells or make him stronger or worse in battle. That's what you get for mindlessly watching reels all day. What is that?
Insolent varlet! All bones on deck!
I panic recruited an army so the sea police doesn't raid my capital. This made my finances look like real life, and we had to attack the next best target for the sweet post-battle loot. And then this happened. With a gun-heavy faction you need line of sight, but there are maps that can screw you over like this one. The only thing they can see are our mortars. By the time the guns get line of sight, it's too late. They are right in our undead faces, occupying every shooter. Plus, they have big dinos that can charge through your ranks, getting even deeper in your lines. But they are fat and good targets. We still lose because our zombies have like no damage output. So without Luthor and the Bretonians closing in, this is do or die. This was a tough one. Bretonia can be a hard counter because their knights have high armor and the mobility to get away from your line of sight. But like everything, if you focus fire your problems hard enough, they disappear. We barely won it, and our capital is exposed to the trader from the beginning, but the gods blessed us with one of my favorite heroes in the game. Aislinn was here, if you can tell. We use him as a punching bag to establish a pirate cove. Pirate coves have all kinds of stuff, from getting money to research rate. The thing I care about is to increase the capacity for my Mongol hunters. One elf war is enough. So we cleanse the region of the traders and sell the settlement for a nice price and a peace treaty.
Fate favors us.
Ah, Luthor is back and annoying. This is also annoying, but I have my Queen Bess that you can get from a ride. Once it was one of the most powerful artillery pieces in the world. But then Chorfs and Elspeth came, so now it's just okay, but still cool. We got a landmark, which is basically the merchant from Resident Evil.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
He sells cool pieces that when all equipped on one character gives a cool bonus. I hope nothing bad happens to him. We fight back against the lizards and Bretonnians, but then... I underestimated Alberic. I hate knights, I hate knights, I hate knights. Even if I have some tattooed, I hate knights. So yeah, he charges us down and sprays us with water. But I must give it to them. If I was in their position, I wouldn't want to fight that thing. Also, it doesn't help that Luthor always gets knocked down. Rest in peace to a real one. And he's back. When in vampire corruption units, even lords and heroes can come back. One of the most annoying mechanics if you play against it. But if you have it, there is no better feeling. So we tactically run away and rebuild our army in one turn. Are we serious right now? Anyway, look at the beautiful roster we can access in an instant, because we kept fighting in that region. I don't think Marcus will like that.
Spill their blood.
We keep catching Aislinn troops in the region, which is pretty annoying. I hate the cops as much as I hate Alberic, but this is unacceptable. They killed my merchant.
Having a rough day, stranger?
To keep the set energy, let's talk about the Vampire Coast Tech tree. What is this? Why there are like only 3 things that are good in this tree? Why is everything taking so long? Can a man maybe get some hero capacity or something cool? I beg, please help them. Thank you, Aislinn, very cool. We catch him for that, but even if the odds are in our favor, never forget that he is a new DLC faction. Which means he has a ton of bullshit abilities that can melt your army. Thanks, Manan. You remember the merchant items and the Romani problems? With the set bonus, there are no more.
The dead will fight.
This is how much we make on a single sea location. Join the WhatsApp group now. Also with the endless looting and fighting, we climbed the ranks to become the bestest pirate and encountered our first challenger. He's an ungodly mix of Norska and the Empire, both factions that hate to be shot. I still managed to lose my caster because I'm so good at this game. For killing him we get the Sea Shanty, which is a one-time use per battle buff that gives us reload speed and melee defense. It's alright. Alright like my new Skaven ally, with which I will finally get rid of Gorok. I hate him so much, and I hate these Jurassic Park armies. Sometimes in the mid to late game, while you're still running around with your tier 1 units, the AI will spam out stacks like these. But it's not that bad for shooty armies. You only will run into problems when you have melee focused armies, without halberds or spears. Even with one of the vampire's biggest achievements in military technology, shotgunners riding on crabs. We barely managed to defeat Gorok. As you see, his army is dead and he still has full HP. Every day I look in the mirror and wish I was him. But not all is bad. Our graveyard grows and we get the coolest looking unit ever. Thank you, Zinch, very cool. We are close to Itza now. I think this is where he gets all his big dinos from. Why are you like this? Can my ally at least pretend to help me? Oh no. Like always, there are no friends that I have to do this alone. Finally, Jurassic Park is no more. The previous battles grinded him down so much that we could finish him without much resistance.
Turn it all to rubble.
Now we started working on uniting Luthor's mind, because we had tier 5 on our main settlement. In the meantime, we climbed the pirate leaderboard, helped our red friends,
The tide has come in.
and destroyed Marcus.
A man mad at it, you.
The last step to unite Luthor's mind is this quest battle that I kept for this moment. And it went like this. With the TikTok brain rot fully healed, Luthor has now the ability to cast spells, making him even more cracked. Now the only thing to do for the number 1 spot is to cause enough havoc to lure out the last pirate. For that we started an attack on the Bretonians and their dwarf friends.
I cannot.
The problem for them is, my ships can walk now. These things are so goddamn cool. Endgame vampires are such a blast. You know Master Chang's joined in too. But look at this army. I really don't want to see any more lizards. So we climbed to the highest spot. And now we are waiting for our ultimate enemy to appear. But then this idiot nearly suicided himself on one of my settlements. And then jumped an underway stance next to 2 full stacks. So yeah, needless to say, he stood no chance. But I guess we are the Pirate King now. So, what do we get for all this struggle? Oh yeah, fantastic. Thank you, very cool. But to be honest, I like the Vampire Coast campaign. It just feels ultra old school. They need some tweaks, but after that they are solid. The roster is fun, the guns are cool. I hope with Bone Daddy they get a bit of love. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.